Good afternoon, Katak. This is your RJ Reshmi with
RJ Javed.
welcoming you to Ravenshaw Radio 90.4 FM. It's another pleasant afternoon. Temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. Uh, Welcoming our honorable guest, Sir Debilal Mishra, who is an assistant professor of JMC Department of Ravenshaw University. Welcoming you, sir. For further discussion, I would pass on Javed.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Today we are celebrating World Youth Skills Day, and the theme for today's show is transforming youth skills for the future. As in 2014, United Nations General Assembly passed a resolution designating July 15 as World Youth Skills Day. The objective was to improve socio-economic conditions of the youth in order to solve the issues of unemployment and underemployment. This day is solely dedicated to offering young people across the globe the credentials that they need to seek the employment. The day aims to raise awareness of the value of skills in the securing rewarding employment possibilities. The day is noteworthy because it gives the younger generation better opportunities for work, higher incomes, and lifelong study. The day's observation further advocates the annihilation of gender inequality and assures the availability of resources for those who are privileged. So, as we are celebrating World Youth Skills Day, on the occasion of this day, I would like to ask few questions to our guest. So, my first question for you, sir, is what is the importance of vocational training?
Thank you so much, Javed. First of all, I extend my best wishes on this occasion of World Youth Skills Day. And the first question that you asked is very relevant. Yes, vocational training is part of the skills uh, that is going to take the youth forward. Because today we are living in a world that is gradually recovering from the clutch of this COVID pandemic. And we also face so many other challenges, as you mentioned in the beginning, like gender inequality, social conflicts, poverty, all sorts of things. So, today, the skills of youth are very much pivotal to the societal growth, to the national progress. So, when we talk about vocational training, it is a platform for enhancing the youth skills that will pave the way for better livelihood, for better opportunities for the youth and their self respect and dignity.
Thank you, sir. That was a motivating answer. I shall move to the next question. What are the skills you would suggest to youth which they need to develop for the betterment of future employment and capabilities?
See, every young man has got certain unique skills. Everyone is special for that matter. So it depends on the areas of interest of the youth. But more importantly, yes, there is a time when you require certain skills for nation building, for creating a better economic infrastructure, and creating a better climate for positive social changes. So that again depends upon one's core areas of interest. See, every skill matters. Every skill counts in the present age, in the present time. So keeping that in mind, there should be an appropriate forum. There should be appropriate opportunities for the youth to make them realize what they are capable of and to further enhance their potential in the interest of positive changes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, can we know what are the challenges faced by youth in education and employment?
There are so many challenges these days. See, poverty is one challenge, financial disparity is another. Then we have challenges like digital divide. We have challenges arising from technological transformation. And there are challenges like gender inequality, social conflicts, divisions, caste, religion, all sorts of things. So, challenges are there. But what is important is to overcome such challenges. And for this, we need skilled youth or skilled youth workforce that can be an asset for national development and societal transformation.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to next question. broadly categorize the challenge faced by the marginalized youth who are vulnerable to radicalizations?
Yeah, we just discussed that. When it comes to challenge, we discuss all sorts of challenges. As we said, challenges relating to gender, challenges relating to the societal conditions, challenges related to religion, caste, class, and different economic disparities and crisis arising out of that. So there are challenges at every level in the society, but when we have skilled youth force, when we have skills, there is always place for the youth to come forward and prosper and meet their goals, not for their sake of livelihood only, also to create an aura of positivity for others to follow and pursue the same.
Thank you, sir. So, how do you place the soft skills, cognitive intelligence, or emotional intelligence in periods to youth technical skills?
They're very much required, because technical expertise without emotional expertise or cognitive expertise can't help much. So we need to understand each other. We need to understand the requirement of the society. We need to understand our place, what we can contribute, who we are, and what we are capable of. We need to understand this. If I can quote Antonio Guterres, the UN Secretary General, he says that the young people are the drivers of change in our society, and they must be fully engaged in decisions affecting their future. So, every young man or youth for that matter is precious. Every young life is precious. And when the youth is skilled, the national development infrastructure is built. So, we should be focusing on youth and their skills, because youth means progress, youth means development, and youth means new hopes.
Thank you, sir. So, Indian government is going for populist measures and therefore schemes are not effective in long term. So, what is your point of view on this?
There should be adequate research. First of all, every scheme should be research driven, it should be thoroughly researched, and when we are implementing a scheme, we need to look at it from different perspectives, from the point of view of employability, from the point of view of feasibility, practicability. There are so many angles to it. So we need to work thoroughly on this, and more importantly, we need to understand the needs of the youth, what they need, and what it takes for them to be there.
Thank you, sir. The time is now for the fifth industrial revolution. Hence, what are the skills required by the youth of 21st century to be able to participate in revolution?
See, when it comes to skills,
Yes.
there has to be a set of skills. We must say that integral skills. We need to understand the concept of integral skills. That means in a profession, for example, you may be in any industry, in any profession. Just learning the know-how that is required in the workplace is not enough. You need to be having the technical expertise, and added to it, you need to be having emotional expertise. You need to be learning behavioral skills. You need to be learning interpersonal skills, communication skills. So all these skills are needed. So when we are skilled in all the respects, you can contribute more, deliver more.
Thank you, sir. How to ensure propagation of youth skills while sustaining gender equality?
Yes, we need to look at it from a different perspective, because when we talk about youth skills, it should be gender neutral, because every youth counts, every skill counts.
Yes.
So when we are talking about training, when we are talking about access to opportunity, when we are talking about creating a platform for learning and growth enhancement or skill development, we need to take into account the special skills, the inherent skills of both the boys and girls, and every skill is unique. A boy is special, a girl is special, everyone is special, because everyone is having their own unique capability. We need to understand that, and we need to work on that.
Thank you, sir. The time is now for fifth industrial revolution. Hence, what are the skills required by the youth of 21st century to be able to participate in the revolution?
Yes, we need a set of skills, as I mentioned earlier too, that we need technical skills, we need operational skills, we need behavioral skills, we need mental skills or emotional skills, and apart from everything, we need to be ethically conscious. We need to be developing human sensibility, adequate human sensibility to understand each other, to support each other, and to let each other grow. That is more important.
So, the government are practicing many schemes like Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. This kind of trainees would create their own expertise. Only 24% of the trainees start their business, and out of that, 10,000 availed loans. How do you see that? What is the way forward?
Yeah, this is a definite incentive, of course, and when we have schemes like this, it of course encourages the youth to come forward to work on their dreams. So we need such types of programs at every level, which will create a very much needed motivating climate for the youth.
Thank you, sir. Most of the training institutes have low industry interface, as a result of which the performance of the skills development sector is poor in terms of placements records and salary offered. How to upgrade the facilities and create a state of art facilities?
Exactly. The industry people need to think in this light, and the government, the administration, the local administration, and people engaged in this business should come forward and should think decisively to develop a right platform for the youth where they can earn more, their work will be respected, and their presence will be full of self-respect and dignity both inside and outside the workplace.
So, I want to know your point of view on the current situation which is going on, as there are many engineering colleges, but many students are not getting placements. And not only in the engineering sector, there are different sectors like communication or MBA. There are a lot of sectors where students are not getting the exact placements. So, what is the basic problem happening around according to you?
See, there are so many causes. First of all, we need to understand the basic skill alignment of someone. For an example, if I am not interested in something but I am forced to do that, I can't be successful. Even if I am successful, I cannot sustain it for long. So, we need to have a climate where we can realize what we are interested in. We can explore ourselves, our interest areas, because interest leads to expertise. If we are not interested in something, we cannot do really great in that. So we need to understand our interest areas, then only we can have that expertise to move forward and be successful. And it is a mixture of so many things. For an example, we need to identify the interest, we need to have the expertise, we need to follow the right path. Then I always say that the generation is a very fast moving generation. They think fast, they act fast, and more importantly, they react fast. But success is not all about that. Success is all about 4 P's: purpose, patience, perseverance, and more importantly, purity. When you work, you need to love your work, you need to love what you do. It is only by loving the work that you can make it great.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
That
you,
was
sir.
a motivating answer. I want to ask you the last question for today's show. According to Niti Aayog, 600 million jobs would have to be created over the next 15 years to meet the youth employment needs. What's your point of views, and what are the sectors where this kind of things could happen?
See, today we are living in a highly globalized world where there are various sectors and each sector has got enormous possibilities. So, in every sector, there are employment opportunities. You may talk about education, you may talk about agriculture, you may talk about any sector. There is always a scope for employment, provided you are ready for it, you are interested in it, and you are adequately skilled. Because I always say, if there is skill, there is a place, and you need to be passionate about it.
So, by concluding all the questions, I want to ask you your point of view or your message for the our audience for World Youth Skills Day. Please, sir.
Yeah, this World Youth Skills Day is basically conceptualize, to celebrate the strategic importance of equipping the youth with the skills to take the nation forward and to give them opportunities to realize their own worth and potentiality, and to positively mobilize the youth force in favor of positive societal development.
Thank you, sir. As we conclude our show by thanking our honorable guest who enlightened us by giving his view on the topic, and our audience too. Thank you.
So thank you so much, both of you and Ravenshaw Radio, for having me here. And I once again wish everyone, since you all are youths, I wish all of you a great future. You may do well and you have bright futures ahead.
Thank you, sir. This is your RJ Reshmi.
With RJ Javed, signing off.
Stay tuned with Ravenshaw Radio 90.4 FM.
Thank you.
प्रिय श्रोता बंधु 90.4 मेगाहर्ज रे आपण माने सुनुछंती रेवेन्सा रेडियो ओडिसा रा प्रथम कैंपस कम्युनिटी रेडियो स्टेशन